Hello, geeks and ghouls. You know what? Making a bad sequel, a reboot, a remake of a movie is not a crime. If it was, then everybody in Hollywood would have been in prison. And please don't make the obvious comment, okay? And yeah, the Star Wars sequels by Disney have a very special place on the internet because there are a lot of content creators every day who are like, Catherine Kennedy, you have failed this franchise. So yeah, having somebody say that the Disney Star Wars trilogy is schlocky and mediocre is not news. However, it becomes news when this assessment takes place within a legal document, a decision by the federal court. Yes, you heard correctly. Somebody official judged the Disney Star Wars movies as mediocre. Now, let's get to the article, okay? Because I'm not doing these videos usually, but this one just had me laughing like crazy. This is from Fansided. Winter is coming, and the article was written by Michael East, one day ago. Federal judge rules the Star Wars sequels are mediocre and schlocky. So I'm wondering the entire article. Ninth Circuit Court Judge Kenneth K. Lee declares in an official legal opinion that The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker are mediocre and schlocky. Yada yada yada. So what's the case? We have the case of Briseño versus Henderson, which concerns whether Conagra Foods Inc. falsely marketed Western oil with labels that describe it as 100% natural, when in fact the product is derived in part from genetically modified crops. I don't know what the exact legality is, but what happened next is that Conagra, being business, promises to not use the phrase 100% natural on its product anymore. Problem is that they have already sold the product Western Oil to Richardson International in 2019. So when sorting through the legal question, Judge Lee managed to make a Star Wars analogy. Let me get to the legal document just to see it for yourself that it's not somebody on the internet writing this. It's part of a legal document. The settlement, Conagra agreed to refrain from marketing Western oil as 100% natural. That sounds great, except that Conagra already abandoned the strategy in 2017, 2 years before the parties hammer out their agreement, for reasons it claims were unrelated to this or other litigation. Even worse, Conagra's promise not to use the phrase 100% natural Western oil appears meaningless because Conagra no longer owns Western oil. In reality, the promise is about as meaningful and enduring as a proposal in the final rose ceremony on The Bachelor. Simply put, Richardson, the new owner of Western Oil, can resume using the 100% natural label at any time it wishes, thereby depriving the class of any value theoretically afforded to the induction. Conagra thus essentially agreed not to do something over which it lacks the power to do. And here's the good part. It is like George Lucas promising no more mediocre and schlocky Star Wars sequels shortly after selling the franchise to Disney. Such a promise would be illusory, and there is a footnote too. And the footnote reads, as evident by Disney's production of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Yes, there is a legal document, a federal legal document, saying that Star Wars sequels are soggy. And you know what? I love the Disney Star Wars sequels because they were bad movies, okay? And every movie was bad for a different reason. But they're just giving us so many lols. I have to love them. And yes, I just got some new appreciation for J.J. Abrams and was the other guy's name. I'm getting some new appreciation for them because this was golden. Alright? So, hope you had your laugh for today, and I'll see you soon.